Hi, I'm Colm Gorey with Silicon Republic, and today we're looking at the Volkswagen e-Golf, one of the first commercial cars to be released by Volkswagen that are electric. So is it worth that little bit of extra money, or would it be worth keeping with the original Golf model? We'll see. So here we have the main hub of the Volkswagen e-Golf. It's got everything you need really. I mean, you have your navigation. Actually, it's a cool feature, touchscreen, which responds to your presence like your phone would when you're making a call. But from my own experience, while it looks a neat feature, it actually is terrible guidance. On the way here, it happened to try send me down laneways which didn't exist, one-way streets. It's not terribly accurate, and also another major problem I seem to find with it is the voice activation. Voice activation is terrible. Even with our Irish accents, it's still a challenge for it to even pick up. I mean, you've got everything else though, in terms of you've got your Bluetooth, you've got your basic radio, you've got your phone, all the kind of stuff that are now in the modern e-car, especially like say the BMW i3 that we looked at earlier. You've got all your air conditioning systems here, auto, max. It's been pretty good from what I can see, but on electric cars you're quite conscious of the fact that the longer you keep that going, it'll drain your battery right down. So I've kept away from that so far. And in terms of the your regular kilometers speed, everything like that, it shows you your charge here. So you can see this, on the left hand side we have the charge, so it'll indicate when you've entered a charging state. Now, that could be when you're going downhill and it's using the kinetic energy, or when you brake. So compared with, say, a petrol car, you're actually helping the car's energy by braking, which it gathers the energy from that and then puts it back into the battery. And in terms of gears, we got an automatic gearbox, which is also standard in electric cars. But from, say, the BMW i3 that we reviewed earlier this year, I think the major difference is that we have here the B point, which is essentially puts it into kind of more eco-friendly mode, where it'll harness that brake energy more so. I mean, in D for drive, you'll see more freewheeling, but if you let your foot off the gas, you'll see suddenly that your car slows down more and the charge goes up. And you have here as well, this also lets you select what kind of mode you want. If you just want to bomb down the motorway, you can just leave it on regular driving mode, or else you can go to Eco or Eco Plus mode. Eco Plus mode puts it in lockdown essentially in terms of how much energy it uses. Also, it even changes the air conditioning settings, which is interesting. So it's definitely designed to help provide the most efficiency possible. So in terms of the internal design, it'd be quite similar to a regular Golf, except there's a lot of buttons. Now, if we see here, we've got your regular stock. So you'll have your regular lights, water, that kind of thing. You even have heated mirrors, which I think is a nice touch, which is starting to roll out now on some cars. It's kind of sleek, black, nice, very kind of familiar look to most Volkswagen cars. But its seats are comfortable. It's been quite a smooth ride, I've found anyway, from the interior. So what are my thoughts on the Volkswagen e-Golf? It's a very nice car to drive. It's got all the stylings they expect from a modern Volkswagen Golf, and the only issue I really find with it is that the onboard computer, the one that controls the touchscreen and the sat nav and voice recognition, still needs a bit of work. It may look nice, but there's still a lot of work to be done in terms of that voice recognition, which for my testing couldn't find anything. Also, I had major issues with the overall infrastructure of the electric car system in Ireland. I think the fact that this particular brand is not compatible with the fast charge units that are rare but placed around the country is a major downside, because if you need to charge your car in 30 minutes, it's pretty important, instead of having to wait 4 or 5 hours. So how much will the Volkswagen e-Golf set you back? Well, if it's coming from the original stock price, it's going to cost €42,600. Now, obviously, like other cars we reviewed, like the BMW i3, this comes with some serious reliefs for anyone looking to buy an electric car in Ireland, between a 5,000 VRT relief and 5,000 grand from the SEAI, just to own an electric car. So that, and then on top of delivery charges, that brings it down to €33,000, which is a little less than, say, like again, the BMW i3. And to be honest, if I was put in the choice between the two, I would go for the BMW, simply because it was an overall better experience. But I think it's still, the general Irish infrastructure for electric cars is still quite lacking, and you would have to be quite a dedicated Volkswagen driver to buy it.